Howdy folks, Rob, MaximumRD. Do you remember me? I know, I don't make videos anymore apparently, but here I am. And I wasn't planning to make this video either, but I was on Facebook and a certain person commented on a post I made where I showed that I was going to have these, and they said, all they said was video. And that person was none other than the ATARICREEP. So, just for him, just for the ATARICREEP, I'm making this video. Actually, thanks for the idea. I didn't even think of it. I've done a few taste tests in the past. I think one. And what was that? Asparagus, homemade asparagus. Anyway, so I thought, hey, what a great idea. I'm going to eat the damn chips anyways. I might as well make this video. So, for the ATARICREEP, here you go. PAQUI chips. I guess it's like a corn chip, something you might normally have dipped in salsa or cheese or something like that. But that's not specifically why I would even mention that I was having these chips. My wife brought them home and noticed something interesting. She just got the regular cheese flavor, and that's fine. This one, well, as it says right here, warning, it's freaking hot. And then, well, being in Canada, of course, it repeats the warning in French. Attention, c'est. I'm not even going to try. Okay, my last name's Devieux, but I don't speak French at all, so I'm not gonna mangle the language. But check it out. So it's even got a meter here, as you can see how it rates the heat. And this one's right at the end there. So it's freaking hot. And yeah, PAQUI Haunted Ghost Pepper. Now, if you know about ghost peppers, they're like, is that like the hottest pepper? One of the hottest? I think it's the hottest. Real peppers, real heat. That's the promise here on these chips. Corn, I guess corn chips. And I'm going to give it a go. Now, I know some of you are thinking, oh, this is going to be funny. I don't want to say this and then have this turn out really bad, but it should be okay. And I say this because I am one who's always been very tolerant of heat, spiciness, all that kind of stuff like that. So much so, when I met my wife-to-be over 15 years ago, she was quite impressed and amazed that this Canadian boy was so open to spices and hot foods and things like that. And I always was. I don't know where it began, but I just always loved things that had a bold flavor, strong, that you really, really would react to. But I also noticed over the years that my tolerance was very high. And just a quick thing, long story short, pizza. If you got their barbecue sauce pizza, their whatever they were calling their hot special or hot and spicy, when we ordered it, we used to order on the regular. So when we ordered our special hot pizza, what we would receive at our house was not what anyone else would receive normally. They would make it special for us, because one day we kind of challenged the cooks at our local pizza to make an extra hot pizza that they didn't think we could tolerate. And sure enough, it was awesome. It was hot. We loved it. And they were so amazed that they always made it specially that way just for us. It was pretty cool. But so my mom was the same way. She had a very, very high tolerance, which is funny because I'm the one who introduced her to hot and spicy foods. And then at some point I realized that she could tolerate them even more than I could, which was amazing. Because I had another friend who tried one of those hot slices one day, and basically after like 2 bites, I thought he was going to die. His eyes were watering and he was, you know, flustered and turning red. And he's like, "How could you eat this?" And I'm like munching away. I'm like, "Oh, what are you talking about? This is awesome." So yeah, very high tolerance. I also have a problem with because I have all kinds of nasal problems. So I have a problem with my sense of smell. So maybe that helps me with my tolerance. Maybe that's a result of all these hot foods that I've been eating over the years. I don't know. I blew out my nasal passages or something. But anyways, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna open these up now. See, that's the first thing, because with something like this, you're thinking, you know, as soon as I pop this bag open, it's just the aroma's just gonna waft out of there. And I think most people would probably end up choking and coughing. We'll see. But again, see, I can barely make out anything. And, you know, I've been told with that type of ingredient, especially the Scoville rating, I think that's what they call it, of hotness for peppers. And the content of that kind of pepper is supposed to be quite fragrant, but I really don't get much out of that at all. And, you know, as we know, taste and smell do kind of go hand in hand. They actually affect how things taste to you. So that, again, that could be a big part on why I'm so tolerant on such things. So now I've been talking my ass off and making all kinds of bold claims and everything like that. So, but let's get right down to it and see what happens. So, oh, I will say one funny thing is, okay, yeah. Mr. Big Talk. Okay, so my wife's probably outside laughing her ass off. I'm in the bedroom, by the way. What is happening to my voice? Okay, what's happening to my voice? So one of the comments was from Trey, actually. Trey Simmons, I believe. My brain's scrambled already. Who said, "They're good, but take it easy." They've got a kick, basically. And then somebody else said, along the same lines, that it was very good, but go easy on them. And they're not fun when they come out. If you know what I'm saying. Well, it is ghost peppers, the hottest of the peppers. So, and you know, normally for any foods we go out dining, you know, it's always, oh, watch out. You can go to Indian restaurants or Mexican restaurants, and oh, this is hot. This is, you know, what level of heat do you want? We're always like, just go for it. Give us the hottest thing, and then we just sit there, eat it, and you know, no problem. Check, please, thank you. It was wonderful, but. This one is. So when I see warnings like freaking hot and, you know, warning and all that, I'm kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever, we'll see. But, okay. There must be something to it because of what you heard happen to my voice there. Oh, the other key sign, usually if I'm consuming something that's very, very hot, but I'm not really reacting to it, but then after a while, my wife always laughs because, as she says, I get these cute little hiccups. Because I'm kind of hip, like that. Like that's literally how it sounds. But anyways, well, my nose is starting to run, so that's probably a good sign. Good? Anyways. Sure brought some Kleenex with me. 1 second. Hold on. Okay. All right. That's better. Much better. Okay. Now we can continue. Well, the hiccups haven't kicked in, so as I say, usually if I have something that's so hot that it's affecting me, I thought with the way my voice initially went that I'd probably start hiccuping soon, but I don't know. Maybe I'm beyond that, I don't know. They are good. That's what Chris said. But they are good. I'll go easy on them. Now as for taste, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like, I guess they taste like your normal spicy, seasoned corn chip type thing. Doritos, you know, something like that. But just extremely hot. My tongue feels like it's scorched, basically. So, other than that, I don't know what else is in it. Carbohydrates, fat, proteins, cholesterol, sodium, potassium, doesn't say a lot. Ingredients, ground corn, hence your corn chip, canola oil, sunflower, salt, potato starch, oh, cayenne pepper, chipotle pepper, hey wait a minute, chipotle pepper powder, cane sugar, natural flavor, yeast extract, chili powder, garlic powder, and of course ghost pepper. That's what's got the real kick there. Try a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I had to adjust to it. It's like you reach a certain level, and then after that, you know, it's not gonna hurt if you just have more. So, yeah, excuse me, I don't mean to chew with my mouth open. Yeah, I think I've reached the threshold now. It's just at a certain level. I think because it's ghost pepper, as opposed to some other just type of seasoning or regular peppers, it's not something that's slowly built up. Because you know how that is. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's not so hot, it's not so bad. Then after a while, after you have, you know, 5 or 6, you're like, oh yeah, you know, it's starting to build up. It's got a bit of a kick to it. But I think in the case of these, it's more like, well, you just reach this high level of scorched earth sensation right from the get-go. Like, as you saw after my first chip, again, because I think it's that ghost pepper powder on there, it just right away hit me, gave me a odd sound to my voice, reaction. But now it just seems to be just kind of leveling off. It's just panning out. So I don't think it's going to build anymore. I think you hit your high point almost instantly because of the ghost pepper. So I have one more. Very good. Yeah. So my wife said she would like to try one. So no, I'm not putting her on. And she was very specific. She just wants to try one. So I have quite a few left still. So see there. Ooh, ooh. So I'll go outside and offer her one. And yeah, I know I'll get the usual whines and comments afterwards. Should have included her, and should have showed your wife. We want to see her, this and that. No, I keep that stuff separate. My YouTube and my personal life. I only share my hobbies and my silly taste tests. Okay, I think we're done. Outside of, sometimes you get like a clump of chili powder, or it'll go, whoa, it'll go down your throat the wrong way or something like that. And the next thing you know, you're choking and coughing. But other than that, I don't foresee it getting any hotter or anything like that. So I'll leave it there. Yeah, I shall leave it there. They're good. I will say I can tell, obviously, if you're one who likes the spicy, hot, super hot snacks, you can't go wrong with this. I suspect anything that has ghost peppers included are going to be right up your alley. So check it out. If you ever see these, you can pick them up. Again, if you don't have a tolerance, you know, just get the regular cheese flavor. But overall, a good quality and a good tasting chip. All right, cool, or hot. I'll leave it at that. All right, bye-bye. Once again, that's for the ATARICREEP. Go check out his channel, link in the description. And yeah, good stuff. I think I'll go get a glass of milk now. All right, bye-bye.